So, yeah, Tony Lopez. So, he recently came out with an apology basically admitting to the accusations that were made against him, but at the same time, not directly confirming if they were true or not. And I actually found it pretty funny too that he was even smart enough to even come out with an apology this short and simple, but yet still so effective at doing what needed to be done. And I'll explain what I mean by that in a second. However, for those of you who have absolutely no idea how Tony Lopez got himself into the situation and what these accusations were about, here's a basic summary. Tony Lopez, 20 years old at the time, was basically DMing underage girls around the ages of 15 to 16 years old, and he was basically asking for their snaps, flirting with them, sexting them, and trying to get nudes, and even in some rare cases, trying to meet up and actually get it in with them. One of the victims, K Nasty, that I talked about in my previous video, she stepped forward and leaked all of the data that she had been collecting on Tony for months while they were talking to each other because she felt as though that he was sus. And by sus, she meant that she was suspicious of Tony Lopez being a pedo.
Hey yo, what the?
And she wasn't the only one who spoke up. There were two other girls, one 15 and another 17, who both leaked images to Twitter exposing Tony for flirting with them and trying to be sexual. And of course, at the time of these accusations being brought forward to the online world, Tony didn't even bother addressing any of them. It was as if he was just completely ignoring them, but I assure you, he was fully aware of it all. And there's proof of this because in the following weeks of these accusations being brought to light, Tony even went on to block one of the victims on Twitter who initially leaked all of this, while still not addressing the situation and moving on like nothing ever happened. Until videos started popping up left and right showcasing the private interactions between Tony and the girls from channels like mine, T-Spill, Anna Oop, Cartier T, Spill Sesh, and any other news channel that could get their hands on the story. And I even tried reaching out to Tony days before things got any worse for an interview so that, he could come on the channel, potentially defend himself and debunk the heavy accusations placed against him. But of course, like I predicted, he didn't respond. And then 2 days later, he came out with this apology. He said, "Hey guys, I want to take a minute to address the recent accusations that have been made against me. I'm not proud of my past choices and actions I've made. I'm truly disappointed in myself for them. I'm still new to entertainment and the LA scene, and I'm quickly learning that you can't believe everything you are told." I guess he's referencing the ages that these girls might have told him they were, although it is pretty much now confirmed that they all told him their ages. He then goes on to say, "Once I found out the truth, I immediately stopped." What did he immediately stop? Is he talking about once he found out their ages, he immediately stopped? Because if that's what he's talking about, then that's a complete lie because, well, roll the clip. He then responded back by saying, "Oh, you young." And then another follow-up message saying, "Babe," and these are like, so after her revealing her age, based on what I'm seeing here, he says, "Oh, you young? Babe, I'm trying to fuck you, but you playing." And if this image isn't forged and it's 100% real, then Tony, I'm sorry to say, but you're fucked.
Got him!
Yeah, you pretty much found out her age, and even when she told you that she was 16, you still went on to, say that you wanted to fuck. So, yeah. I know these actions are not taken lightly and were extremely irresponsible of me. Oh, you think so, dude? As a young man, I will hold myself responsible for this mistake rather than run from it. I will learn from it to help better educate myself for now and the future. I promise I will make better, well-informed decisions. Wow, Tony. Woo! What a fantastic apology. What is this? Not even a page long? Not even going into the specifics of what you did? Not even naming the victims of the situations? Not talking about the ages? It's actually pretty smart because if this were to ever get into an actual legal case in the courts, he would still be kind of safe because he didn't really incriminate himself. He didn't specifically call out any particular accusations. Like when he references accusations in this kind of apology, he could be talking about anything. The accusation of someone coming out last month and saying that he abused a dog, or that he took a shit in the middle of the street, or that he stole a lollipop from a baby in a stroller. Like you could apply any of those accusations that I just made up and use this apology to apologize for all of that stuff. Hey guys, I want to take a minute to address the recent accusations that have been made against me. I am not proud of my past choices and actions I have made, and I'm truly disappointed in myself for shitting in the middle of a street. I'm not proud of my past choices and actions I have made, and I'm truly disappointed in myself for stealing candy from a baby. I am not proud of my past choices and actions I have made, and I'm truly disappointed in myself for abusing a dog when I know I shouldn't have. You see how that works? Yeah, because he structured the apology in this way and format, he's basically kind of scot-free. He basically didn't even apologize for what he actually did in this situation. He then goes on to say, like, I'm new to the entertainment and LA scene, as if that's an excuse for, like, what he did in these accusations. I don't understand how literally getting into a specific career field and simply moving your body from one location to another justifies any of this. But yeah, I don't know how he processes any of this in his mind. But yeah, after such a terrible apology, like clockwork, everyone and their grandmas started flaming his ass on Twitter for having the audacity to come out with such a weak-ass apology for something that could have landed him in prison. People said, fuck you, Tony Lopez, and your half-assed apology. I hope you rot in prison. How did y'all take Tony Lopez's apology seriously? I kept thinking he looked like sushi. Tony Lopez making an apology to try and keep some of his 12-year-old fans. Me educating all those Tony Lopez stans who think that pedophilia is a mistake and that they can accept his apology. His apology was bullshit. Fuck Tony Lopez, he deserves to be in jail. Tony Lopez talking about taking accountability for my actions? Sir, take your ass to jail. Posted a Notes app apology for a crime? Tony Lopez's quote-unquote apology wasn't even an apology. He never said sorry once in that post. Tony Lopez apology be like, my apology, I moved to LA. So yeah, you guys pretty much can get a feel and vibe for how people are receiving this apology, how they're reacting and feeling about it. And you know, there are Tony Lopez stans out there who will defend him no matter what till, you know, death do them part. Of course, it's inevitable. Tony Lopez has millions of fans, and, you know, take 1% of that million or whatever, that's gonna be, what, 10,000? So those will be 10,000 different people who will defend Tony Lopez no matter what. So here are my thoughts on the whole situation. This is the smartest apology he could have possibly came out and made. He did not point out any specifics that could be later used against him, although we still do have the images that were leaked to the internet. The authenticity of those images and clips are still not confirmed until there is a full-blown, you know, investigation of sorts, which is why I used the word alleged so heavily in my last video about the situation. As I said on Twitter, let's be real though, Tony Lopez isn't going to be hurt from this. People will forget about everything that happened in a month or so, and everything will go back to normal for him. Because guess what? Tony Lopez is privileged. He's rich, and he has resources and connections people less privileged otherwise wouldn't have. And when I talk about privilege, I'm talking about class. I'm talking about money, power, and connections. Nothing to do with race, because I know that tends to be a misconception in today's culture. Everybody likes to equate race with privilege, which is just toxic and disgusting in my opinion. For those of you who follow me on Twitter, you know how I feel about stuff like that. But yeah, nothing's gonna happen to him, just like all the guys and girls who have came before him, who've been in hot situations just like this before. You know, just like Jeffrey, just like Jake, just like Benji, just like Tana, Trisha. Not saying they did the same thing Tony did, but I'm saying just drama in general. People care about it one sec and forget about it the next. It's just the way of the road online. Anyways, I want to know your thoughts and opinions on the situation. Follow me on Twitter or Instagram, whatever you have, at Dr. Destiny. I currently only have about 24,000 followers, yet I'm close to 2 million on YouTube. That's a massive difference. I wonder why. Come on, people, give a brother a chance and go follow the Twitter. I'm out here struggling in these streets. Anyways, I said what I had to say. Now it's time for you guys to say what you want to say in the comments. So yeah, get to that. And until next time, it's Destiny, and I'll catch you guys and ladies in the next one. Yeah, sorry about that.